Hey everybody, this is Jared, and it is April the 30th, 2020, the last day of the month, and the last day of National Poetry Month. I'm here to read three poems via a suggestion that I posted online on Instagram to challenge myself during this National Poetry Month. And I suggested, you know, whoever wanted to participate to give me a word or a phrase, and I can try to make a poem out of that. Only three people joined in, and I'm very happy for that. The first friend, I know all three of these people personally. Um, One is named Borka, and he gave me the word feet, which is spelled Fete. I believe it's an old French word. It's basically a festival or a celebration of some kind. The second one was another word that was given to me by a friend named Sam, and he gave me the word metastasize, and that basically means being afflicted with some sort of a disease or some sort of very tumultuous ailment. And I found that one to be the most interesting one. And the last one was from Jennifer, who gave me an actual opening sentence. And that is, each day during the quarantine of 2020, we baked cakes. And I pretty much made a poem after that. And these were very challenging poems. One was very easy to do. Um, and I'm glad that I made this suggestion because, given what we're going through, this pandemic of the coronavirus, I decided to kind of affiliate something within each of these poems, given the current situation that we're in, and I hope I was able to reflect it well. Um, I made this request earlier this month, and I wanted to take my time with these poems. So I'm going to begin reading these. I'm going to recite these for you guys. And the first one, of course, is entitled Feet, which, of course, is the word that was given to me by Borka. Um, the only thing I could think of when I started to write this was my, well, my great-nephew's birthday that recently passed. And, of course, that's in the first sentence here as I begin to read. This is feet. All thoughts were on the lack of full spring during my great-nephew's first birthday. The early portion of the backyard where it was held was centered with a plastic table that could seat at least 5, whose white had the personality of an outfit that demanded, look this way, but couldn't quite glean it. Although boiled wieners, barbecued chicken legs, wings, and a few other things were good and ready, what high fructose juice no child should be drinking was ample alongside candy. They couldn't overtake the centerpiece of vanilla chocolate cupcakes near the handmade b-boy poster on the tan shed. If there weren't enough decorations, the topiary heaven supplied what streamers, hearts, and teddy bear shapes needed out of imagination's box. The perfume of honeysuckle was absent, and there were only several little guests allowed at this 6 feet apart from a circumstance that could mishandle their health. But it was the coolness that should have moved before their shivers. All the babies would be drippy faucets from the nose later on, because winter wasn't fully dressed and couldn't stray from attention. That was feet. And Borka, if you're listening, I hope you enjoy this. I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry about that. The next poem, of course, was based on another word that was given to me, metastasized by Sam, and it goes like this: Ours was made public, sudden, formed from rumor to realism, out of wet markets. It will defeat the sundries of selfishness involved and accustomed to advantage. The nightmare switch whipped reality so crassly that imperceptible microbes burned relief short for the masses. An actual cancer? The populace is regrettably the answer. Rather those whose appetites and wants levitate and drop all series of severity for the problematic stunts that flump the routine speed for a reunion with so-called normalcy and the party. These inconsolable rejectionists who'd rather be running pus instead of healing in the sore is not trouble by most human skin they could rudely rub worn. Nothing abling as trouble by an invisible freeze that can punch a crater in regularity will be inside them, and they'll probably shrug their shoulders at the thought of sludge drowning lungs. Ready the ice trucks, prepare some for potters, be stiff among a triage, and cremation will not debut any martyrs. And that was Metastasize. Thank you, Sam. The last poem, of course, was inspired by my friend Jennifer, who gave me the opium sentence. Each day during the quarantine of 2020, we baked cakes. And from that, I entitled this particular poem, "The Panacea." That's the panacea. And the panacea, of course, means a cure or curative. The panacea. Each day during the quarantine of 2020, we baked cakes. Well, actually, Mom did. 4 as the closest count that I can give, and more like every other week. 1 strawberry, 1 lemon, 1 vanilla pound, and 1 German chocolate were great representatives. BTW, Mom's funny about her kitchen. It was good to have sweetness on the brain, then on the buds. They helped us determine how each day was founded and how they got done. Lemon was the warmest, and we wore shorts and thinner shirts and appreciated any remnant of a breeze that was a cool gauze for our knees. I practiced this one profusely. If we managed to find ourselves loitering on the front or side porch, the backyard in my case, and saw more of our neighbors out to risk the worst current wave with most faces gagged by protection, then this was definitely a German chocolate day. The nuance of bronze is so amazing. The silence was forced to reopen its code and establish being alone as another blank stage. This tabula rasa is truly vanilla and offered a creative age. Something new is always a developed flavor. Varied events, even if it's not wise to walk past the fence, tasted the sweetest. Birds in concert, the wind as a friend, the sun was temperature perfection, and the clouds contorted trends. This is our inside game. Cake tastes that define aspects while we wait to venture further than we are again. And that was the panacea. I want to thank, my friends Borka, Sam, and Jennifer for their recommendations. This will be posted on, if I can get it on Instagram and IGTV, it will be there. It will definitely be posted on my blog, Jams and Journeys, and I will leave links below this post if you are on Instagram. And I will have it on YouTube as well. So I'm glad I was able to write these poems. They were fun to write, a little difficult to write, but definitely fun, and I really enjoyed it. And I hope you guys do too. Please offer any comments that you have and any critique. I greatly appreciate it. This is Jared. Until next time.